watch the adventures of Muhammad Ali. Professor, I want to thank you. It was real nice of you to invite us on this expedition, right, kids?
Yeah, fantastic.
Wow, looks like a big garden.
It is, Nicky, it is. Someday we hope to grow much of the world's food supply right here, below the surface of the sea in farms. Thanks to modern scientific equipment like this, man has already been able to extract many vital substances from the sea. This expedition is after a tiny form of undersea animal.
And you said it exists only off the coast of Greece?
Yes, the only place it's found is right about here.
Orpheus Island. Isn't that the place where those fishermen claimed they were attacked by a sea monster?
A sea monster. All right.
Man, I don't like sea monsters, because they can be dangerous to your health.
Hey, come on, Frank. You don't really buy that sea monster stuff.
Well, why not? There's everything else out there.
I wouldn't put too much stock in that news broadcast. Fishermen are very superstitious, you know. Probably because the sea is so mysterious.
Then what do you think wrecked that fishing boat?
Chances are they encountered an ordinary waterspout. Or, more probably, the skipper hit a rock and was ashamed to admit it.
Then you're saying it's impossible, huh?
Anything's possible, of course, but whatever may be going on off the coast of that island, it's not going to deter this mission.
I'm with you. The doctors at the university need that stuff. It'll help to save a lot of lives someday.
And that area on the map is the only place it grows. We have no choice.
It's a deal. Orpheus Island, Professor. Put the pedal to the metal and let's go.
Fortunately, the university has supplied me with a very able assistant, Dave Bradley.
I've heard of him. He was a famous frogman in World War II, right?
Yes, right in this area. Knows it like the back of his hand. Since the war, he's been working as a marine biologist in Florida.
Yeah, does he know much about sea monsters?
More than those fishermen, I'll wager, huh? That's strange.
What's that?
Well, all the fishing boats are in port.
I'm certainly glad you're here, Professor. We've got quite a problem. It was a monster, I tell you.
You mean you actually saw it?
Saw it. I was in the boat when it hit. Lucky to get out alive. 3 of those guys are still in the hospital.
Ridiculous. There is no monster. It has to be some sort of natural phenomenon.
Tell them that.
Are we going out, Professor?
Of course. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that sea monster story doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Man, you better be careful.
Don't worry. We'll be in touch with you on the radio.
Wow, I feel like an astronaut.
How come we need radar, Professor?
Yeah, I can see just fine.
You won't when we reach our depth. The sun's rays don't go down that far.
It's like midnight in a coal mine where we're headed.
We'll be reaching target depth in 3 minutes, Bradley.
Roger, Professor.
Neato, the fish have their own headlights.
Yeah, looks like Main Street at night.
Man, that's just too inviting.
Where are you going, champ?
I've got to get out there where the action is. Hold that sub still while I dazzle this baby with a little fancy footwork.
Watch yourself, champ.
Thanks, Frank. But save your words for that monster. He's the one that's in trouble. Head that sub back to the shore.
All right, but what about you?
Don't worry about me. this for you, man. You sure been keeping up on your road work. Out of my way, fish. Ollie is headed for the barn. Frank, Professor, you guys near the dock?
We're out of danger. But what about you, Ali?
I'm all right, but from the look on this monster's face, I'd say he like a rematch. Later, my man, but if I were you, I would knock a few inches off of that waistline.
Now we are sure there is a monster.
You're the mayor. What are you going to do about it?
What will become of our families if we can't fish?
Hey, Frank, what do you say if we go do a little road work?
Road work? Now? You out of your mind, champ?
Well, I want to take a look around, Frank. There's something fishy about that monster.
Hello.
What are you doing on this side of the island?
Well, I figured it'd be a good spot for the monster to surface. All the commotion's on the other side.
You seem to know this island pretty well.
Well, I should. I spent 3 years diving in these waters during World War II.
Professor Monet is pretty lucky to have you around. How long do you think that monster's been around here?
Bad news? Bad news? Come on. Now, where do you suppose that silly dog went?
Maybe he went into the submarine.
Yeah, you could be right. Let's take a look.
You don't seem to understand, Mr. Mayor. I have a mission to perform. I must go down there.
But the monster, even my own fishermen refuse to sail that sea.
I'm well aware of the danger. That's why I'm going down alone.
We've looked everywhere in the sub and still no dog.
Yeah, he must be in the village somewhere.
Let's go ashore. Maybe Uncle Ali can help us find Bad News. Wow,
The sub is moving. We're underwater.
let's get to the control room. Quick. Wait a minute. We're not supposed to be on the sub.
What do you think we should do? Hide?
No, that wouldn't be right. We might as well face the music.
Professor?
Damon, Nicky, I didn't know anyone was on board.
Bad News got lost. We were looking for him.
I'll have to turn back and put you ashore.
Can't we go with you, please?
With the monster in this area? No, impossible. I cannot take the risk. Now sit in your seats and fasten your seat belts. Anything can happen in these waters.
Yes, sir.
Monet to base. So I'm putting them ashore.
I know you kids didn't mean to do wrong, but you get into those seats. And mind Professor Monet.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Uncle Ali.
We'll be there in a few minutes.
Wow! It's the monster.
The world.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna teach your old master a couple of new tricks.
Is this sub gonna hold together, Professor?
Fortunately for us, the water slows down the force of his attacks. Let's just hope he doesn't dash us against those rocks.
I've got the fate of that sub right here. I can push one button on this transmitter and send them straight to Davy Jones' locker.
I don't think so, Bradley.
It's the monster?
It's a gray whale. Beautiful specimen, too.
The monster's just paint or something.
Luminous paint, so it would glow in the dark.
No wonder it looked like a monster. In the darkness, all we could see was the paint, not the whale.
That's right, Damon.
But I still don't understand. What's the whale got against us?
A whale, huh? That's just what I figured. Too big for a dolphin.
That's right, a whale. I spent months training him to obey every supersonic signal that comes out of this transmitter. Too big for your sub, too, Ali.
You sure don't want anyone to get near that sunken ship, do you?
What? How'd you find out about the ship?
You had it marked on your map. I saw it this afternoon. It must be pretty valuable.
It sure is. It's a German ship sunk during World War II. It's full of gold ingots.
And when you heard about Professor Monet's expedition, you were afraid he'd find it first. So you brought your whale over here.
I'll destroy anything or anybody that gets near that gold.
Hey, what made him slam into us again?
Now let's talk this thing over, shall we? You're gonna wear that poor whale out with all this jumping and leaping.
One more step and I destroy your sub.
No use, old buddy. It's like a car radio. Won't work inside that tunnel. Now, is there a back door to that cave? Are we gonna sit down and have an understanding?
What'll happen to him, Professor?
Oh, he'll swim out to the ocean. In a few days, he'll join a school of passing whales.
And that awful monster paint?
Oh, nothing to worry about. It'll wash off in about a week.
Well, Professor, you can continue your mission now. Bradley won't be bothering anybody for quite a while.
What about the treasure, Uncle Ollie?
Let's just say Bradley decided to donate it to the village to pay for all the damage that he caused.
I'm sure glad that's over.
Yeah, let's get Frank in. Hey, what happened to Frank?
Where you guys been? I was over on the other side of the island. You guys missed all the action. I saw 2 dolphins.
Friday. Creature. Feature.
What was that?
Fridays. Lights up.
Shut up and watch.
Creature Feature Fridays. Waxwork. Followed by Waxwork 2. Friday starting at 8 p.m.